Hello, good evening friends. Welcome once again to yet another Grammar in Action session from the voice and visuals of Amber. Grammar in Action episode 3. Well, just to have a brief recap, if you remember, we did parts of speech, we introduced parts of speech, and then after understanding what is meant by parts and what is meant by speech, then we went to the first part of speech, and that was the noun. Now here we are with these 5 sentences, and these 5 sentences will very clearly give us a good idea of the 4 main kinds of nouns that we get in the language. Number 1. Federer is a legendary tennis player. So we have a word over here, the name. Nouns are naming words, and we said nouns are the names that we have for people or persons, animals, things, places, and of course abstract nouns, or the name that we give to the feelings, to ideas that we really can experience, can feel, but we can't really touch them. So Federer is a legendary tennis player. So here we have 2 naming words. One, the name, the special name given to a person who is also special or particular. So there are many players or tennis players in this world, but Federer is the name of a particular player or a particular man who plays tennis. So Federer is therefore the proper noun. And then the second naming word that we have is player. We can even, for the time being, just call these as 2 compound words or compound nouns and call it tennis player. But then, yes, player. So there are many players of all kinds, alright, and Federer is one of them. So this, therefore, since player is the name that we give to many persons, many women and men, many children, many boys and girls who actually play something. So player, therefore, is that common name or common noun that we give to the people who belong to the category of those who play something. Now move on to the second sentence. Udaipur is my favorite city. Alright, so city obviously is a common noun. Yes, there are many cities in this world. Okay, we have London, we have New York, you have Mumbai, you have Chennai, you have Patna, you have Kolkata, you have so many cities, Noida, alright, you have New Delhi, so many cities. So Udaipur is one of them. So this is a common noun. But then this is the proper noun or the special name for a particular city. The little girl presented a beautiful bouquet to the guest. So here we have the girl. Well, there are so many girls, and we are talking about one girl. Alright, here's the one who presented the bouquet to the guest. So girl is a common noun, and then you have the guest. Yes, here in this sentence we do not know who the guest was or what was that name, the special name for that guest. So for us, therefore, in this sentence, this guest is just, one of the guests, but the guest who was presented a bouquet by the little girl. So the guest also here is a common noun. But then there is one more naming word, and this is bouquet. Now bouquet, what does a bouquet consist of? A bouquet is made of flowers. And when those flowers are put together, collected together and made, all right, into a bouquet. So therefore, this is a collection of flowers. Okay, flowers would be the common noun, but this one therefore is a collection. So this is yet another kind of noun or naming word, the name that we give to a collection of several things, several people, several animals, all right, and therefore several common nouns. So this is therefore called a collective noun. So a collective noun. So you have the proper noun, the common noun, and the collective noun. Let's move on to the fourth sentence. My mother carries the heavy bunch of keys with her. Okay, let's now just change this and say she carries a heavy bunch of keys with her. So again, mother, what kind of a noun? It's a common noun. There are so many women, alright, who are mothers. So my mother is one of them. So mother is a common noun. And then keys is also a common noun. There are several keys, and mother carries the keys maybe that are important for her. Okay, so this is also a common noun. And you have another word over here that represents the collection, the group, all right, of keys. So that is the bunch. So bunch over here is a collective noun. It's a collective noun. A bunch of keys. You can even have a bunch of grapes. You can have a bunch of flowers. All right, and you can have a bunch of keys. So, my mother carries a heavy bunch of keys with her. And then we come to that particular naming word, the name of a certain idea, a certain feeling, all right, that we just feel, experience it, but we can't actually see it or we can't touch it. So, that is it. We must have love and kindness for stray dogs. So again, what kind of a noun would be dogs? Dog would be a common noun, alright? And of course, if there is a particular dog which is a member of my family and I give a special name to it, then of course I'll be giving a proper noun name to it. It could be Sheru, it could be Flash, okay, it could be, anything. So we must have love and kindness. Love is the name of a very, 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 very deep, high feeling. So love is therefore an abstract noun. An abstract noun. And in the same way, we can see a kind person. We can see a kind act being done. But we can only feel that kind person's kindness. We can feel that kind person's kindness. So kindness therefore also is an abstract noun. Alright? So this is one classification of nouns. We will be doing some more, but before that, in the next session or next episode, we will look at nouns from a functional perspective. At this point of time, we have looked at noun for what a noun is. What a noun is. Now, we will use the same sentences and we can have an approach towards parts of speech, alright, which would be functional. Remember, the part played by every part of a sentence. Yes, words are parts of a sentence, and every word has a part or a role to play. And that role also is what is meant by the part of speech. A noun, whether it's a proper noun or a common noun or a collective noun or an abstract noun, has parts to play in the sentences where they appear. Okay, so that's all for this session. Right, thank you, and once again I request you, yes, like a couple of months back, please appreciate the voice and visuals of Amber and just subscribe to it. Thank you. God bless.